I got myself a raffle win. What's good, guys? It's your girl Justine, also known as Just Sold Out. Back here today with another unboxing. I had the great pleasure of winning a raffle directly from Lapstone and Hammer. They are a sneaker and clothing boutique here in Philadelphia. They actually sit right downtown in the middle of the city. Definitely worthy of checking out if you haven't already. I'm super excited to unbox this shoe. I think it's just it's gonna go with everything. Let's get started. So today we are here to unbox the Nike Dunk High Women's Vintage Black. Let's start off with the box. You got your classic Nike red box, logos and branding on the side, on the top. One thing I found super interesting was the size tag and how it actually classifies the shoe as the white, black, coconut milk colorway. You'll see that the size tag also includes both the men's and women's sizing. And here we go. Let's talk about this shoe. This sneaker features a two-tone upper of both black and white. You have your classic white tone and your classic black, but the black actually has nice semi-gloss overlay, so it gives it a nice shiny texture. This shoe plays upon the trend of aging your sneakers. In the sneaker community, there is this wild fascination, love, passion, all of a sudden for aging your shoes. We're starting to see companies actually go into aging their products. And by quote unquote aging, I mean that they're fake aging their products or at least giving it a nice aged aesthetic. So you can see that very easily here with the midsole because it does feature a nice kind of, we call this a sail color. It's a nice yellowy tone. It does kind of give a nice vintage aesthetic. And then of course you have your black outsole to top off the entire shoe and kind of bring it all back together cohesively from the upper. Love that this came with the sail shoelaces. I think it goes perfectly with the midsole. When I first saw this shoe, I saw a bunch of different photos and I was kind of thrown off. So far, I haven't been into the fake aging of shoes, but I personally also was looking for a black and white shoe, and I have been also looking for the black and white Panda Dunk High. And then when this came out, I was kind of indifferent about it. I wanted to see what it was going to look like in person rather than just all of the stock imagery I kept seeing online. Now that I have these in hands though, I absolutely love them so much. I think this colorway is very simple, and yeah, it has a little bit more color with the age aesthetic, which can make putting together a fit more challenging, but hey, it's all fun and games. I think this shoe is one of the first vintage shoes that Nike has come out with. I know that we can expect the vintage navy and the vintage green Dunk Lows to come out sometime this year. This sneaker released on April 7th. It retailed for a total of $125 US. I think one thing we definitely want to note is that the collar features, I don't know, kind of like a different material than what I was expecting. The material honestly reminds me of the Sculpt material that Set Active uses, Aritzia, a bunch of other brands are really indulging into this. So I think it's quite funny and really on trend that Nike put that kind of material on this shoe. If there was a sneaker that could be more right now with the times, playing on basically all of the trends, this is it. So I absolutely love this shoe. I feel like it's really easy to style and it'll go so flawlessly with a bunch of outfits. I think because it's age, you also care less about destroying the shoe, wearing and tearing it. I shouldn't say destroy. No one wants to destroy their sneakers, except for those TikTok kids. These did come laced up already, and they do feature the classic Nike Dunk tongue tag. Overall, taking a nice deep dive into this shoe, I feel like the quality is really good. I see a few glue stains on the midsole and upper, but it's pretty minimal, and it's not something I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe this passed QC. Stitch lines are all on point. I love how pristine the material of the heel tab is. That semi-gloss on top of the black is really something else. It really just adds a nice sheen, a nice vintage look. It almost looks kind of dusty, I think, because of that little glaze. It also feels like it does kind of like age the shoe because it makes it feel like it has that wear and tear. I think that glaze kind of reminds me of Mod Podge, if that's something that you use ever before. It's this kind of tool that you use for collaging, and sometimes you kind of get this nice like glaze or gloss right over whatever you put it on, and that is what I'm feeling with this shoe. So that is it for my review of the Nike Dunk High Vintage Black. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite Nike Dunk shoe below. I will see you guys in the next one.